Last night, something very unexpected happened in the Royale High community. Nightbarbie went live last night on Twitch for the first time in what appears to be possibly years. Not only was Nightbarbie live, she was working on Royale High in the Roblox studio. She was very active and chatting away with viewers, and she really seemed to be having a good time. I personally watched for about an hour and a half while she was working on making sure the rain worked, and she was trying to find the car icon. Lots of information was discussed, and she also had some leaks on some upcoming releases and a lot of future plans of Royale High. So buckle up and get ready, guys. We have a lot of information to go over. This was really amazing, and it hyped up the Royale High community last night within Twitch. Over on Twitter, there was a big buzz going on. With so much silence for the team for so long, the Twitter account Royale High Velks has recently been very active. This has been giving players a lot of hope for a comeback of the game. The recent update, which involved mermaid tails and the new mermaid trading hub, and the early and on-time release of the Falling Leaves realm, has brought the player numbers back up from a really low dip that it's been facing for quite some time. A lot of players were really excited to see the Falling Leaves event brought back with the 2025 badge, but they still wanted Wickery Cliffs to make a return. Well, Nightbarbie was here to enjoy her time streaming on Twitch, and she brought the tea for the players. She confirmed that more chests will be added in the future in Royale High, which I think we knew that one. Thoughts on potentially re-adding moving cars to Earth. She wrote this idea down in a future possible update because a lot of players were suggesting this in the Twitch chat. I would love to see those cars brought back myself personally. Barbie also confirmed Wickery Cliffs will be making its return. It will be in a separate realm, and it will also add more candy items. So if you're like me, you're gonna need to get on that farming grind and get more candy. The Whimsy Witch Sleeves, those are also going to be added into the game. She discussed possibly adding them into a maze reward once completing the maze. It does have a mesh deformation around the elbow area, and they currently can't figure out how to fix it, which is the reason on why it hasn't been released yet. She said that it's either going to be the Whimsy Sleeves or the new 2025 candy bag, which she also gave us a tease for. But she doesn't really want to commit to the idea of the candy bags being obtainable through the maze. The candy bag looks very different from the past bags we've seen, and this one sticks with the mermaid theme. Very on point with the latest release of the mermaid tails. This candy bag is a dark purple shell with what looks to be a pearl strap and a mix of coral, shells, and pearls along the front. There are also some toggles that can be seen in the leak that show candy, coral, and pearls. There's also other toggles that display shells weathered as a 1 out of 3 and a rope version of rough as a 1 out of 2. So it looks like we will be able to customize this quite a bit. And there's also a new badge for the maze called the Super Scary Maze 2025. She also spoke a lot about wanting to clean up the current UI. She wants to give the dress up and shop UI a nice clean makeover, but she hasn't, as it's been in the game for so long. She wants to make sure that it is absolutely perfect, which is understandable, especially for us longtime players who like to come back and feel cozy in the game of memories. When you change something that has been in the game for so long, it gets very tricky to keep players happy. She also slightly cringed when she was in the shop menu scrolling and really wanting to give that area a big makeover also. When it comes to the Avarella set, it's not completely finished yet. Again, they are currently dealing with a mesh issue, but it sounds like she has somebody dedicated to working on this. Barbie also discussed the Snow Globe Summits archery minigame. A lot in the chat were bringing up Christmas, and although Barbie confirmed she hasn't really been thinking much on the Christmas updates yet, as she has been really busy with other things, she did add that she would really love to add a wood cabin like in the original Christmas update, and discuss the possibility of turning the archery minigame into a game with snowballs. Also, Barbie would hide her screen when she was changing her heels, which definitely indicates that there are unreleased heels and they're in her inventory. The Chromia set is fully meshed, so they're just waiting for that to be imported. So this one is definitely coming soon. We also had a sneak peek of a new classroom that most likely will be here for roleplay use only. There's also some toggles that we were able to see in the sneak peek, so it does show that we will be able to decorate our desk. We'll be able to switch the desk on where we can decorate or switch to a new desk design and quick clear. There is also a paint option to recolor our chair, and it looks like we will be able to place up to 10 items on the desk, so we can really clutter it up. She also spoke a lot about a new intro screen that was also teased. She also spoke about more makeup slots are coming, and the Avrella set is done, and this may release this October. She is also considering a materials game pass for dress up in a favorite system. So they are hoping that this is going to be releasing today possibly, but stay tuned as no official date was spoke about. It's all just hopefully today. Barbie commented that her nerves were not so bad streaming, as she has spoke about her anxiety in the past when streaming. She said that bug testing is a lot more bearable when she has us to talk to and hint about possible more streams in the near future. As a Royale High player, it was really nice to see Barbie back in the studio and enjoying her time over on Twitch with players. I really hope that she does a lot more of these streams, and it definitely gives me excitement thinking there are a lot more updates and a nice future for Royale High. Those numbers of players have been really low recently, but Mermaid Tales definitely brought those numbers up, and hopefully with more Halloween updates and some possible updates for Christmas, the Royale High community will still be thriving and growing. What do you guys think about everything discussed over in Barbie's live stream? Let me know in the comments. I will be reading them all, and I'll see you here next time.